Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden Forum's head administrator. In the last episode, we defeated the former champion Cynthia for the second time, and even though she and Professor Rowan don't seem to remember that I had already defeated her, hopefully this time it will stick and I will stay the champion. In this episode, well, I'm in a Pokemart, and there's this strange-looking fellow in green over there. I guess before I begin these next 4 episodes, I will point out that, in order to do these events and everything that I am showing off in this episode and the next 3 episodes, I am using an action replay. That is one of the reasons that I had a different cartridge for testing while I was doing this Let's Play, as I wanted to make sure that nothing would crash my game. But on the offhand chance something weird does happen, this is also why I put these off towards the very end of my series, just so that even if something goes completely bonkers and my save file corrupts and everything goes bad, at least we've gotten everything through the second champion battle, and, I don't have to release these as official bonus material. But let me actually show you my party right now. You can see that aside from Penguin, my party looks a wee bit different. I've got Tropius to fly around, I've got a Ditto for some reason, I've got Rotom, I've got Magmar, and I've got this funny looking egg. If we take a look at this egg, you can see that I found it December 31st, 2020. It is a very mysterious Pokemon egg that came from Pokemon Ranger. This is the Manafee Egg. Doesn't really have much else to say about it, but it will hatch into a Manaphy. You do get that from the guy in green over here, and you do need a slot in your party open for it. The DSi that I am using with the action replay does not have a capture card on it. Only my one of my 2DSs does, so I could not show getting that on screen. However, good evening. You must be NG. I have received a gift for you. Here you go. And we get the secret key from this guy. The text is almost identical when you get the Manafee Egg, except instead of receiving the secret key, you get the Manafee Egg. Let me actually show off that secret key. Not a secret potion, a secret key. It says a high-tech key that has to be used at a specific location. It emits a special electric signal to open a door. Huh. Well, that's weird. Anyway, let's get out of this Pokemart to discover that, in fact, we are in Eterna City. Hooray for that. If we actually take that secret key, and we go up here to the Galactic Eterna building, Tropius will use Cut, and we can enter the Galactic Eterna building. And you recall, way back in episode 12, when I first came here, I said that there was something sort of suspicious about this wall. I'll get to that in a bit, but first I feel like watching some TV. Good evening. It is now time for Rack 'em Up Records. Like always, we look at a variety of cool records set by trainers. Alright, let's have our experts Sergey and Tanya take over. Here's hoping they have some interesting records to cover. It's time for Rack 'em Up Records. Today we'll look at an amazing record set by a slot game master. Oh, did the record setter have lots of spoink and What? Huh? Oh right, I said slot, not slop, Tonya. Nope, this is about NG's big day at the game corner. NG started out with 87 coins. In 14 minutes, guess how many coins the trainer ended with? The trainer lost them all? No, we wouldn't be reporting a tragedy like that. The trainer started with 87 coins and ended up with 1,843 coins. I'm sure that will buy a lot. No, it won't. Well, okay. Fine, whatever. That was a long time ago, but If you say so. Anyway, if you come over here with that secret key, and you poke the wall, which gives you no indication whatsoever of what you're actually supposed to do, but you'll see I can use the secret key. Whoa! It's the entrance to a secret room. That was here the whole time. I told you there was something suspicious about that wall. Anyway, if we actually go in here, you can see that there are a couple of journals hanging around in a fairly technical-looking room. Unfortunately, there's nothing on this computer for you to do. Alright, let's read this thing. It's an old notebook. There's no telling how old it is. Would you like to read it? Yes. Our encounter was a sudden one. It was when I found my toy robot, one that I had earlier misplaced. At that instant, a Pokemon startlingly emerged from the lawnmower's motor. Clutching my robot, I stared, transfixed by the particular Pokemon. Yeah, I'll keep reading. The Pokemon hovered in the air, held aloft by a power unseen. As if curious and unafraid of my presence, it floated toward me. Crackling sounds accompanied it, as if from static electricity in the air. Remarkably, it seemed the Pokemon was the source of this power. In alarm, I flinched, certain that my face would be subjected to a shock. Much to my surprise, the Pokemon seemed to favor me with a smile. I'll keep reading. Finally, I came to realize that the Pokemon only wished to be friends. I have decided to name this most wondrous Pokemon Rotom. Simple though it may be, Rotom emerged to me from the motor of a lawnmower. Motor and Rotom. Surely the link is obvious. This is not Legend of Zelda, there is no link. Rotom is a Pokemon that is simply sensational. The fact that it can turn invisible is simply the beginning. What makes Rotom unique is its ability to enter and operate machinery. Only about halfway through. Sure, I'll keep reading. Rotom and I became fast friends. We were perpetual companions. The electricity from its body forbade contact, however. We could not touch, let alone hug or hold hands. Rotom doesn't even have hands! But we cared not, for we were bonded on a much deeper incorporeal level. A feeling of mischief got the better of me one day. Uh-oh, that's always fun. Seeing Rotom hovering, I decided to startle it. Normally, I would not. Perhaps frightened, Rotom discharged power beyond its usual range. I fell, stunned, into the arms of unconsciousness. Well, that was brilliant, you buffoon! Yeah, sure, we'll keep reading. I want to hear what this dingus had to say. When I came to my horror, I realized that Rotom had disappeared. I searched high and low for my friend in dismay and desperation. Don't chastise yourself. The fault is mine, no harm done. Let us play as we always have. Though my words poured out, my friend could not be found to hear them. Oh well. My search for Rotom carried me far from home. It was in the town's rubbish heap that I again found my old toy robot. Curiously, our eyes met, then the robot waved a hand as if in greeting. I knew then that I had found my lost friend. I ran to it and hugged Rotom tight, talking on and on. The robot's eyes lit up happily as I held it. I'm certain that within it, Rotom was emitting lots of electricity. Somehow, I felt I could understand Rotom's thoughts better than before. Also, I realized that we would remain friends throughout our lives. The notebook ends with this page. Huh. I wonder if this is that very same Rotom. In any case, let me actually see what the other notebook says. There is a mysterious notebook here. Its age is impossible to tell. It was by pure chance that I obtained information about the Pokemon Rotom. Remarkably, Rotom has the ability to enter and merge with special motors. It's now known that Rotom can stay inside a motor almost indefinitely. However, it will emerge if it enters the Union Room or Wi-Fi Club. Rotom will also emerge from the motor if it is left at the daycare. Rotom may also forget certain moves when it leaves a motor. This Pokemon requires exhaustive observation and analysis. To ensure that I get all the credit, my Rotom research must be kept a secret. They will come to recognize me as the scientific genius, Charizard! No, that's supposed to be a reference to Charon, the galactic commander and attempted usurper of Team Galactic, which explains why this is in the Galactic Eterna building. I guess a couple of things about Rotom. You can see here that there are 5 red machines. You've got a washing machine. No, you've got an oven. You've got a fan. You've got a refrigerator. You've got a washing machine and a lawnmower. Just take a look at Rotom's base stats again. 52 HP, 27 attack, 41 defense, 45 special attack, special defense 37, 46 speed. If you actually put Rotom into a machine, so it's a lawnmower, it has an odd-shaped motor in it, and will allow Rotom to enter the motor, and it tries to learn Leaf Storm. So each of these machines will allow Rotom to learn a unique move. Rotom can learn Leaf Storm if it enters the lawnmower. I'll get rid of Double Team because I never use Double Team. Yes, poof. But, so now if we take a look at Rotom in our party... Oh, hang on, I forgot about Professor Rowan. Imagine finding you here. No, imagine finding you here. You must be eager to fill your Pokedex to be searching even here. What am I doing? Yeah, what are you doing? I visit a professor I know in Eterna every so often. He tells me intriguing rumors of rare Pokemon sightings, and so Professor Oak, who's residing here, I see. And he just kind of wanders around a bit. A Pokemon that slips into electric appliances, you say. I actually didn't say anything, but thank you very much for deducing that. That is somewhat off from what I've heard about it. This is what I've heard. Long ago, there was a Pokemon that merged with a toy robot. Should that Pokemon be recognized as a new species or not? Debates over the issue were about to start when they were rendered moot. The very topic of discussion, the Pokemon-infused robot, disappeared. Anyway, this Rotom. What an interesting Pokemon. So you say it enters an appliance and essentially merges with the device. In the process, it may also learn new moves. In a way, I suppose it can be thought of as a mechanical Pokemon. Though it is utterly unique, it is undeniably a form of Pokemon. Fine, so be it. No matter how old one gets, there will always be new Pokemon to discoveries. Take care, NG. And he just leaves. Speaking of leaves, here is our Rotom in lawnmower form. You can see it is still an electric ghost type. It does not change type in this game, but its stats do change. So you can see it seems to have higher defense, special attack, special defense, levitate still for the ability. Because it keeps the electric ghost typing, this means that even Fan Rotom actually has a purpose for that levitate, unlike in future games. And of course now it has the move Leaf Storm. If, however, Rotom were to leave the motor, which you can do by just clicking where the machine used to be, you can see the lawnmower goes back to where it was, Rotom reverts to its original form, but it does not relearn the move that you deleted to give it the unique move for the machine. So let's actually go through the stats of Rotom in every machine will be the same, but I'll just show off all the different Rotom forms, because I can. And you can see it didn't ask me about it teaching a new move because Rotom already had a slot for it. But Rotom did learn Hydro Pump by going into the washing machine. Again, still electric ghost type. So be it. You can actually swap Rotom instead of going, putting it in a machine, then taking it out of the machine, then putting it into another machine. You can actually just go straight from one machine to another. And you can see again it did not ask me about new moves because it lost Hydro Pump immediately on leaving the washing machine, and instead it gained Blizzard. So that's your refrigerator Rotom. And the next one is Fan Rotom, which I think tends to be the worst form even in this generation, just because the move that it gets as Fan Rotom is not as powerful as the other ones. You can see that it learns Air Slash, only 75 power compared to 120 power Blizzard, 120 power Hydro Pump, and I believe Leaf Storm is 120 power, if not more. And this one over here, Microwave Oven. Okay, so it's Microwave Rotom. And Microwave Rotom, or Oven Rotom, looks like this, and has the move Overheat. So that's another 140. Yeah, so I think Leaf Storm and Overheat are about the same. Blizzard and Hydro Pump are about the same. So we'll actually leave Rotom in the microwave because I kind of feel like it. And that's really it for this particular event. It's a good event. As was said in this book, if you are going to do online battles, if you are going to do anything multiplayer, or if you are going to put Rotom in the daycare, it goes out of the motor and reverts to its original form. Anyway, we're done here. Goodbye. And of course, the trees grew back in the interim. Oh yes, I suppose I should also mention, I know it's actually fairly late, but I do have a Magmar in my party. I caught a Magmar off screen because it's got the Flame Body ability. We'll be hatching a couple of eggs in this episode, so I figured having a Magmar on hand would be helpful. Actually, speaking of eggs, I did actually finally hatch that egg that Riley gave me, so I should probably show you that. And I do apologize, by the way, this isn't going to be a cohesive episode, so you can see most of my party is here. But I did get this Riolu from hatching that egg from Riley. You can see Quiet Nature. Egg received December 31st, 2020. Okay. That is not when I received the egg, but fine. Here are its stats and ability, and its starting moves. Hooray! That's the that's what you get from the egg that Riley gives you. That would be how you get a Lucario in this game. Lucario is a great Pokemon. Can't argue with the fighting steel typing. So that's that. I'm gonna actually now go and do something completely off the beaten path. So we're actually gonna head out of Eterna City. We're gonna go to Route 205. We're not gonna go to the Eterna Forest. We're gonna take the shortcut down here. Okay, I think technically this counts as the Eterna Forest, but I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, we're still on Route 205. I know I probably used to be more careful about that, but oh well. Here on Route 205, it is actually finally a Friday, so I can do something that I honestly have not done yet, despite this being so late in the game. You can go here to the Valley Windworks, and you can see there's a Pokemon here. So, let's say we switch our Rotom to the front. Actually, no. You know what? I want to show off something that I've got with Penguin. You can see that Penguin's got a little icon next to the hold item symbol. I'll show you what that's all about. But I think I will save here just because, you know, it's still a battle with a field encounter Pokemon. I think I do already have a Drifloon that I traded over from a different game, but this is still something. So this is something that you could do as soon as you kicked out Team Galactic from the Valley Windworks, from the power plant over there, but it's only on Fridays, and Fridays are a colossal pain for me because of work followed by Sabbath. So I just happen to have this particular week off, and I can finally show this incredible boss battle that will rival my boss battle in the previous episode with Cynthia. So here's Drifloon. Floon! Alright, what is this mighty Pokemon? It is Drifloon, located only here in the Valley Windworks. And you can see, by the way, as I sent out Punguin, that Punguin now has a special seal on its Pokeball, and it spelled out puns and you had some bubbles. I've actually given one to each of my Pokemon. I forgot to put them on right before my Elite Four and Champion battles, but I will be showing them off in these last 4 episodes. The reason why I don't do this, and the reason why, I don't have them on, or that I kind of find them a little bit tedious, is that you actually have to take the ball seal off before you put the Pokemon in the PC. Which, again, is just a little bit, well, I wouldn't say a little bit annoying, but it is a little bit inconvenient. Anyway, enough about that. Drifloon here. Level 15 moves Minimize, Astonish, Gust, and Focus Energy, and it can have the ability Aftermath or Unburst. I did not mean to use the Net Ball. I meant to use the Quick Ball. Oh well. That was just me trying to do too many things at once. And Punguin will defeat this thing by sneezing on it. So let me... yeah, you can see that I do already have one from a previous... Well, not a previous battle, but from a trade to a previous game. I'm going to try a Repeat Ball, because that actually will work best. Well, it will work because I already have one, he says, and does not get a single shake out of it. That's fine, whatever, I do not care. That Gust is going to do like 1 HP damage, yeah. Alright, so let's actually switch over. The Pokemon that I have are relatively weak. We'll put in Rotom over here, show off its fun and special form. Focus Energy, that's fine, whatever. What can you do? Confuse Ray. Just confuse it. Hopefully it hits itself in confusion, knocks itself out. Well, doesn't knock itself out, but reduces its own HP. Good, good. And I'm going to throw some more Pokeballs at it because it occurs to me that Overheat's probably way too powerful, and Thundershock is super effective. So, where are my Quick Balls, actually? Oh, they're up here. Fine, whatever. I'll do a Nest Ball next because it is under level 30. Way under level 30. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Hooray! We caught it. I probably would have caught it in the actual Quick Ball if I had done that first, but... well, I forgot. Anyway, that's Drifloon. Oh no, transferred into box 4. So that's Drifloon. Finally, I did that. That was technically something I should have done a while ago, but oh well. Next up, we are going to fly to Elieson Town, because at some point the egg that I currently have in my party will hatch. But before that, let's actually go take a look at that Drifloon that I captured. Just because. Oh, actually, I will also show off how to make ball seals now, because I can. Let's move Pokemon. Here's box 4, and Drifloon. Summary. So it's got a sassy nature, and there are its stats. It does have the Unburden ability, and the moveset that I told you that it had. I find Palkia's moveset a little bit more impressive. So that's that. Let's get out of this PC, and we'll access my PC. And you can see ball capsules are here. And you can see you can edit them, and it's on the bottom screen. But you have a nice little icon in the corner that you can press, and it shows you a demonstration of what that will look like. I do not have a ton of seals. I can actually stand to put maybe 1 or 2 more bubbles on it. You can actually put a lot. I thought you were only limited to 5 of these, but you're not. I have not gotten a ton of seals. You can see most of the seals that I have that are the ones that I got from that kid who gave me the seals for finding unknown. So I'll confirm the change. That's Penguins now. This one over here is Rose Raids. I will actually show it with Rose Raid at some point, but let's edit. Let me see. I can actually stand to probably put a few more of the Flora seals on it. So we'll do that. And it looks weird with Penguin, but it'll just demonstrate with the first Pokemon in your party. Like I said, I will show this with Rose Raid at another point. This one over here, of course, is Grim. I'm actually hoping to get a couple of better ones for Grim, but I'll show you what this one looks like, at least for now. I like the Dark Hearts. The music notes, not great, but I'll confirm that as is. This one is Porygon. I like the question marks. I like... Let me actually see. Can I put another zapping on it? I think that might be fun. Or maybe the linear thing. Let's do that. What does that do? Yeah, that looks pretty fun. Oops, I did not mean to move the N. So let's do that. And I'll show you that one more time. That's an interesting effect. So that's for Porygon. And then the next two. This one here is Juniper. Not very creative, but Juniper actually has a fairly long name. And I guess one of the ways that I can change that is to make the nickname Juniper. But yeah, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the maximum number that you can have. If I try to put on any more, it doesn't work. But that still looks pretty good. And the personal touch of it actually spelling out the Pokemon's nickname, or at least part of the nickname, is pretty cool, I think. And then, of course, the last one is Splurb. Oops. I did not mean to set. I meant to edit. And I'll show you what this one looks like. So that's fun. Like I said, I'll hopefully show off the seals with the actual Pokemon that they belong with, but for right now, you know, I just wanted to show you how that's done, and you can see I can remove it, I can set it, and now it's assigned to Penguin again, but, you know, if I do Bebe's PC and if I try to deposit, it says please detach the ball capsule. So that's always wonderful, and that really is the main reason why I never deal with ball capsules, because they're so annoying that you can't... I mean, I kind of understand why you can't put them in the PC like that, but still. Anyway, I'm gonna ride my bike around here for a while, just trying to hatch an egg. I do have Magmar, so Magmar's flame body will make that easier for me. And this is a nice stretch of area to hatch eggs in. So you'll see this is probably going to be the vast majority of this episode, which is kind of boring, but at least I got a sort of boss battle in it. Alright. I have to kind of pay attention because I'm trying to keep myself in the right location. I'm doing all of these edits manually, by the way. Like, as I'm playing the game. I've got one eye on the... Oh! here we go. And this is a special egg hatching animation. And we get Manafee, which is pretty nice. I will not nickname Manafee, but let's actually take a look at that Manafee. So you can see Manafee, level 1, as with any Pokemon that comes out of a Poke Egg. Egg arrived January 1st, 2021. Technically, I'm recording this on December 31st, my time, but January 1st is the Friday, so I guess Happy New Year. I mean, by the time this actually airs, it'll have been the New Year for quite a while. 7 across the board for its stats. Hydration for the ability. This is a Pokemon that has, I believe, base stats of 100 across the board. Fairly good. I believe it gets the move Tail Glow, which increases its special attack either 2 or 3 stage. Oh yeah, here we go. Sharply raises its special attack stat. I believe that means 3 stages, not just 2 stages, but I could be wrong. Anyway, starts out Tail Glow, Bubble, Water Sport. Tail Glow is apparently a beauty move. Earns double the score on the next turn, which is yay. Has no appeal points, so double nothing is still nothing. But okay. That's Manafee, but we're not actually done yet, because if we go back to Elieson Town and we go to the daycare, I am such a horrible person, I will try breeding a legendary Pokemon. So, let's have them raise this Ditto. And I will have them raise Manafee. And they say come back for it later. Manafee is going to gain, well, is going to gain some levels from this one. Let me actually switch over to, there should be that, not this one, not this one, this one. The daycare app. So let's head out south. And I'm going to wait until there's an egg, because there actually will be an egg. And this is the only time, I believe, that you can breed a legendary Pokemon. Oh, already? Or am I just... Oh, yeah. Yes, Pokemon is holding an egg. I do want it. Good. The daycare app was actually quite useless because it didn't I did not refresh it. That was very fast. Anyway, I'm going to take back the Manafee. Manafee has already grown 5 levels, so I'll take Manafee back. And no, not at the moment, because I don't have room in my party. You can see this Pokemon egg looks the same as any other Pokemon egg. Let's see. Still the same moves. 17, 17, 18, 18, 18. So I'm guessing that I've got bad IVs. Yeah, I'm guessing that I've got bad IVs in attack and defense. I may not have great IVs anywhere, but, you know, just keep that in mind. Anyway, I'm going back to the clock app because that's what's most useful. And, bike. Let's hatch that egg. Go out south again. Oop. I lost track of where I was. Okay. There we go. I'm back in the rhythm. And just go back and forth and back and forth. It's very boring, but, it is all part of this, well, these same two events that I'm showing off this time, which is the Manafee Egg and the secret room. Or the secret key, I should say. And again, I apologize for this being fairly boring. It's egg hatching. Technically, I believe you can shiny hunt these eggs. You can probably shiny hunt Manaphy as well. I think shiny lock Pokemon were not a thing until the next generation, but I don't really feel like doing that. It'll take far too long. I mean, I do not have the patience for this sort of thing usually, but for the sake of completion, I'm showing you this. And that's actually the whole reason why I'm showing you all of this stuff, these events and things like that, even though, you know, most people can't do them right. Well, nobody can do them right now through legitimate means just because the events were so long ago. You need the proper items, you need the proper code. Well, not code. You need the proper items with the proper code in the item, because just hacking in something like the secret key to your inventory won't cause the event to actually happen. But yeah, I mean, it's the whole reason why I'm showing you this is in this manner is because it's the I wouldn't say it's the best way to do it, but it's the most easy way for me to do it with the particular tools at my disposal. So yeah, hopefully that egg will hatch sometime this century. Otherwise, I'll be here for a while. I mean, I think this episode has kind of already gone on longer than I expected anyway, but, well, whatever. It is what it is. Either y'all are still watching or y'all have gotten bored at this point. But it'll finish up soon, hopefully. I'm not even going to bother checking the egg because it'll hatch when it hatches. Magmar will help with that. Flame Body does reduce the amount of steps required to hatch an egg by half, as does any Pokemon with the Flame Body or Magma Armor abilities. So that's helpful, and I believe that started in Pokemon Emerald, by the way, with the Flame Body, Magma Armor helping out with egg hatching. A lot of so abilities were introduced in Generation 3, and then, you know, they all had effects in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then some of the abilities got slightly expanded out of battle uses, starting in Pokemon Emerald version, which is pretty cool, I suppose. Abilities that do have out-of-battle effects are helpful. I think I know that there's at least one ability that had what was an out-of-battle effect, I think predominantly, that eventually gained, or maybe it always had and I just never realized it, an in-game effect, which was the pickup ability. That I believe now you can use that to pick up an opponent's hold item if your Pokemon isn't holding one. So if your opponent uses a berry, for example, your Pokemon will pick up the berry after your opponent's Pokemon eats it. And I have no idea why I'm talking about any of this, just I guess I'm bored moving back and forth with the egg. Legendary eggs do take long to hatch because, well, they're fairly unique Pokemon. And like I said, I believe this is the only time that you can actually breed any legendary, so it is technically a momentous occasion, I suppose. You can only breed Manaphy with that Ditto, or with a Ditto. Not that specific Ditto, but Ditto, I actually don't think I mentioned. I actually captured that off screen too. You can capture that in the Trophy Garden from the Pokemon Mansion. That is a unique Pokemon that shows up in the post-game. You gotta have Mr. Backlot specifically brag about Ditto, just like I showed off with the cast form however many episodes ago I did that. And I'm really starting to lose topics to talk about, which is wonderful. Like I said, I'm not going to check the egg because it'll hatch when it hatches, and that's just a waste of time. Gotta concentrate more on trying to keep my location updated properly. One hand moving on the up and down. Oop. The occasional brain glitch. I don't blame me. Well, yeah. Alright, here we go. So any moment now, any time now would be fine. Any time. Oh wait, I already captured the legendary Pokemon of time. This will be an endless task. There is no such thing as time anymore. No. Actually, I think by the time I've recorded this episode, that episode has already gone up, and my battle with Palkia will be airing later today, which is wonderful. Just to... I don't know why that actually matters to anybody, but I do try to record these in advance. Just so that I'm not trying... Well, I'm actually trying to record pretty much all of the bonus episodes. Oh! Finally! But yeah, I'm trying to record 3 out of 4 of the bonus episodes this long weekend. But I got interrupted by Fiona hatching from the egg. So there's Fiona. And let's actually take a look at this Fiona. So it's level 1. 12 HP to start with. Lax nature. And you can see its stats start out much more lackluster than Manafee's. I believe it only has 80 across the board as its stats. And Bubble and Water Sport, but no Tail Glow. So there's the real Manafee, and then there's the knockoff Fiona, which is sort of a clone, but worse. That hydration ability still is useful. Anyway, I'm going to go back to Elieson Town. I don't think I... Well, okay, I did sort of technically leave. Going to go back to the Pokemart, or Pokemon Center, and I'm going to drop these Pokemon off because I really don't have any further need for them. So let's move Pokemon. And wait, nothing in there is helpful. So let's bring back Splurb. And we'll swap out Rotom for that. Rotom does still stay in the motor, even if you deposit it in the PC. Magmar, no need for that. Manafee, no need for that. And Fiona, no need for that either. Well, okay, I got rid of them already. I will keep Tropius, actually, just because... well, just because... It's, yeah, I'm going to need to fly around a bit. So, keeping Tropius in the party is helpful, and you can see there are the 3 Pokemon we obtained in this episode, plus a Farfetch'd, because hooray, Farfetch'd. Oh, actually, I suppose while I'm here, in the vein of doing bizarre and unrelated things, at this point, the Roaming Legendary episode will have aired, so I'll actually show off these guys, just in case people don't want to actually watch those. This is KFC, the Moltres. Relaxed nature, these are its stats and moves. This is Lunar Duck, the Cresselia. That's its nature is naive. Levitate. Oh, actually, you have the pressure ability. These are its stats. These are its moves. Zappy Bird. Oh. Zappy Bird, the Zapdos. Mild nature. These are its stats, of course, the pressure ability, and these are its moves. I have not touched or used any of these Pokemon since I've caught them. You can see I caught KFC in an Ultra Ball, I caught Lunar Duck in a Heal Ball, I caught Zappy Bird in a Quick Ball. Capaldi, the Mesprit, it is the being of emotion. Peter Capaldi is a very angry individual, or at least his eyebrows are very angry. The reason for all these nicknames, I suppose, you can watch in the either in the live stream or in the pair of episodes that have come out since then. Lax Nature, Levitate ability. These are its starting moves. Caught that in a Quick Ball as well. And finally, this was Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is Kosher Frozen Chicken. The Articuno. Also caught in a Quick Ball. Quiet Nature. These are its stats. Pressure ability. These are its starting moves. You can see all of the legendary birds have agility and roost. Oh, okay, just roost. Yeah, just... Well, okay, Articuno has agility. But yeah, Moltres does not. But they all have roost, which makes it a little bit of a pain to catch them. But those are the 5 roaming legendaries. That's a very, very brief synopsis of them. If you want to see the actual battles, you are more than welcome to watch the highlighted live stream or the episodes that have aired on YouTube. In the meantime, though, I'm going to end things off here. If you liked this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out our forums and our public Discord server, and please follow our social media channels, the links of which are all in the video description below. I'm going to end things off here, so I will save, and I will see you all next time.